Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. I hope everyone is doing great. It's Thursday, guys. So now we're introducing our fundamental Thursdays. So it means every Thursday I will be talking about actually economic news or fundamentals or events, actually, or news events. We know them in different ways. So actually economic news, actually there are indicators for different countries, whether it's employment change, CPI, let's say retail sales, GDP, all those economic news. We're going to cover them here. Why? Because they are always there actually on our economic calendar, but maybe or most of us we don't really understand them better. So now it's time for us to have that day where we're just going to go through them, and I hope maybe everyone is going to understand them. So I hope everyone is doing great. I hope everyone is doing great. So please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, guys. So now we're going on straight on our fundamental Thursday. So since this is the first segment or the first video, I'm just going to introduce you to a few things that we're going to use from now on, right? Let's see. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use some few tools just to help us to understand much better, right? So on my right hand side here, I don't know if on your side is left or right, but here it's on my right hand side. We have a co-pilot. It's an AI actually. So this is going to be our fact checker every time when we go through any economic calendar. We have different economic calendars actually. So but today we're going to start with unemployment change for the US, as it likes to be different. It's going to be NFP. So not specifically for the US, but once we cover employment change, yes, this will actually relate to other countries because it's just the same thing, right? So the sorry so the economic calendar that we're going to use is actually called the Forex Factory. So on Forex Factory, we just going to make sure that we highlight the high impact news only, and then you can choose the countries that we're going to. I can choose, let me just choose the major economies here, and I'm going to choose actually high impact news. So this is going to be the economic news that we're going to get actually. So yeah, we're going to talk about CPI's, retail sales, interest rates, but today we're going to talk about unemployment or employment change, right? So before we continue, guys, we have a special until this Sunday. So if you want to be part of the team, you can just let me know, because people, they're crying, guys, about the special. So I try to change the prices, but everyone is crying. So yes, here is $16 for everyone. So let's see what's really happening. As I introduced my fact checker here, we are going to look at actually employment change. So I'm going to be as simple as possible. So what is actually employment change for countries, right? So I will just put it like this. It's actually jobs report. Jobs, guys. People need to work, right? So jobs. So if people, why is it important? Everything is actually circulating around these jobs. There are so many factors, and sometimes some you know them, some you don't actually know them, you see. So we have to understand what's really happening with unemployment or employment, whatever. So it's actually jobs report. They report this news or these jobs every month. Even in South Africa, you will hear that, oh, the unemployment rate is higher. Hey, the jobs people, they are not working. 40% of youth, they are not working, stuff like that. We have to understand them because on our economic calendars, they come every week or every month. And if you are a trader and you don't really understand them, to me, you don't really understand what you are doing, because it's like someone who who makes beats. Let's say I'm a piano beat, but they don't really have piano, or they don't really know how to use piano, or maybe the example is not really that correct, but maybe you will understand. That is something that you have to understand. Not you are forced to trade the news, but you just need to understand how they move, right? So Why is this jobs very important? Because when people, let me say tax here, right? So if people have jobs, right? When people have jobs, enough jobs, actually, I will say just plus, it means the government is going to do what? Actually collect enough taxes. So it means the government can able to sustain itself. And if it can sustain itself from those taxes because enough people are working, it means that this is going to be good for the economy, right? So it means that currency. So I will just use actually USD. If maybe it's NFP and everything's going up as interest rate, as NFP is pushing up, or employment, or people are getting employed, the dollar automatically is just going to go up. It's boosting the dollar, which means the economy is performing very well. The economy is so many things. It's very broad because it's not actually only taxes. It means if people are getting the jobs, it means now people, they can able to go to grocery stores and buy, and when they buy, there is VAT there. There's people who actually make money. Everyone is going to start to do what? To invest, because it means the market, the economy, it's actually moving positively. I hope you understand that, right? So these jobs actually helps us to helps economies to circulate. Like shops, they will start to actually make profits. They will hire more people. Actually, positive jobs makes positive results, because the economy firstly is going to actually take actually your taxes. Now they taking more because maybe there's plus 10 million people who are working. Now the shops, they get 10 extra million customers. I'm just giving you the example. And if it's like that, it means the demand is starting to go up, is going to be positive or good for other investors to invest in that economy. Why? Because there is enough people who actually have money to buy. For example, if you go to a city where you can see that, yeah, this city is always full, mostly there is so many things happening around that city. There is so many there is, you can't miss a show. There's anything around that. But if it's a smaller town, mostly you're not going to get that. Why? Because there is very few people around that town, which means there is very few sales, and automatically it means even the government makes very smaller amounts of money from that level or from that area. So jobs are very important. That's why we see every month of the first of the week, mostly NFP, it's mostly looked at, because that shows how the dollar is going, it's performing. The more people getting the jobs, the more the dollar is going to get stronger. Not only the dollar, I'm just giving you the example. So before I just flow like that, let's just go on our fact checker and ask the question, what is unemployment change? Let's hear from it. Let's say, give me 5 points, not 10. 5 points, right? Guys, information is all over the place these days. 5 points, right? 5 points about employment change. Employment change. I hope it will understand my question. So now, as we have our fact checker still actually typing, just smash that subscribe button. Actually, smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. So let's see if maybe I wasn't lying. I wasn't lying on the fact checker. I will just go through. It's only 5 points, and this is going to actually help you to see the market in a different way when you actually start to look at the economic news. I'm not going to check only unemployment. On the next session, we're going to check CPI. How do they connect with CPI, retail sales, interest rates, GDPs? We're going to check those, right? So they say 5 points about employment change, right? Now let's read from Facts Checker. Employment change is a measure of the change in the number of people who work for pay or profits, right? So, or perform unpaid family work or given period of time, whatever. So let's push to the next one. Employment change can be used as indicator of the health of the economy. Remember, I said the more people work, it means that currency in that country, it means they're going to perform very well. We know countries where there is, if the governments are not performing very well, most likely you will hear unemployment. It's very, very like people who are not working is very, very like so many, or percentage is very, very high. And which, if we don't really have people who are working, it means the economy automatically is not going to move very nice. So you can't say economy and you accept people who, or let's say we accept, we exclude jobs in that formula. Nope, it's not going to work, right? So employment change can be used as an indicator of the health of the economy, as it reflects the demand for labor and the availability of jobs. A positive employment change means that more jobs were created than lost, while a negative employment change means that more jobs were lost than created. And if maybe people are not getting jobs, like here in South Africa, but maybe things slowly are going back, the factors, there's so many factors, we're not going to go into politics, but there's so many factors. The more people are not working, it means, just imagine if they say there's 10 million people who are not working. It means the government is missing taxes. Just imagine if those people were on the system, they were going to have extra cash from those people. And just imagine shops. If there were extra 10 million people working, it means we're going to have like times 10 profit. That's possible. That's why it's very, very, very important. So let's see. So employment change can vary by industry, sector, region, and skill level, depending on the factors that affects the supply and demand of the labor in different markets, right? For example, some industry may be more sensitive to business cycle, technology changes, and seasonal. So yeah, I see that it's not really they just saying some random stuff. So let me see something. On the last point, employment change can have significant impact on the income, well-being, and social mobility of individuals and households, as well as the fiscal balance, productivity. And let me see some that are not really the word we like to actually want to talk about. Okay, I think this is fine. So I think this what migration affect input. Can you give me example of policy? Okay, I think this is enough for unemployment change, right? So if you understand like unemployment change, you will start to realize that the reason why NFP it's like overrated is because this is the something that holds actually it's an indicator for the dollar actually to know if maybe the dollar is getting stronger or weaker. If labor market is going down, we know that okay, there is very, very few sales, right? That is just normal, and most likely we're gonna see the market pushing actually to the other side of the market. So I think last week we saw the market selling. Let me just go on a on DXY. It's a dollar index. You can see that here the market was selling. The reason behind that is NFP was weaker, so it means automatically the dollar actually lost some momentum from that. I hope you understand that. So if the dollar loses some momentum, it means it's because there is going to be few retail sales, which we're going to talk about that, right? So I don't know if maybe you have any question, or let me just try to say, give me 5 or 10 points or facts, right? Let's say facts about US NFP. Maybe we'll hear something. Maybe we're gonna get something from that, right? So let's see. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. Okay. So NFP. So our fact checker is very clever, guys. So you can also use this actually, but I'm going to go on the analysis, but very quick. I'm not going to take much time from that, right? So I'm going to check that very quick. I'm also on my phone because I had some few trades, but hey, the market is not moving. The market is not making sure. Yeah. So let's see. I will see. Let's see. They say NFP 5 points or 5 facts actually. They say US NFP stands for non-farm payroll, which is a monthly report that measures the change in the number of employed people in the US, excluding farm workers and stuff. So NFP is considered most influential. Yeah. Okay, let me just read this one. It's considered US NFP is considered one of the most important influential economic indicator for the US economy, as it reflects the health of the labor market, the demand for the labor. So US affects the dollar, NFP affects the dollar, the bond market, and the stock market, right? And as it influences the expectation and decision of investors, traders, policymakers, and consumers, higher than expected NFP number usually strengthen the US dollar and boost the stock market, while a lower than expected NFP number usually weakens the US dollar. I think we all covered about that. So yes, it's quite easy when we just talk about only unemployment change, but once we start to add retail sales, CPIs on top of that, you'll start to understand why maybe we are now adding this in fundamental Thursday, right? So now, as we still have some few minutes, I can say let's do a quick analysis, very quick. Let's see. On DXY, we can easily see that yes, the market is doing what? It is still, we have that breakout. Now the market seems to be retesting. So I'm expecting a nice actually consolidation structure before we go down. So on the analysis side, you can see we just flowing very quick, very easily. It's because I've been doing that for quite some time, right? So which means even on the fundamental Thursday, we are going to still flow. So for now, it's still the first day, we are going to actually get it right. So I hope you bear with me, guys. I hope you give me the second chance. So what's really happening actually on GBP/JPY? Very quick, we can see the breakout. The market is respecting that structure. I'm expecting a very nice ranging structure there, but at the end of the day, we're going to see the market pushing to the upside. That's what I see. I don't think there's much here, but the market is now creating a nice bullish momentum. I'm expecting a very nice push to the upside, but it seems like the market will be respecting this area, so I'm expecting the market to push to the upside, right? So let's go to the next one. GBP USD, quite straightforward. The market was actually also on a downtrend. You can see the market was on a downtrend, broke out. Now I think the market is going to retest there, but I think the market already did that. It's just that the market has to do what? Now the market has to actually continue pushing to the upside. I think the market did that. So I think we can just do something like this. Do something like this. So since the market broke out, I think we can have a very nice buy, as the market might push the upside. And something like that might happen, but not really that long. It might happen once, and then the market might continue pushing to the upside. Most likely, the market will consolidate after the breakout. So be careful with that. And there's also a chance that the market can still push lower. But with this type of a structure, the market already gave us something. So there is a chance for the market to do what? To push even a little bit higher. If it doesn't really break, it means we might see another reversal, but eventually we might see the market pushing to the upside. So to the next one again, which is actually Euro USD. This week we did not really have enough trades, guys. We did not really have enough trades. The market is actually going down very nice. You can see that. Sorry, it was going down. So after the breakout, we can easily see that the market gave us these structures. They are quite the same, and they were influenced by the NFP on Friday. That's why now we want to add this fundamental Thursday, because it will help you to understand what's really happening. Once the NFP went lower, it means the dollar is no longer really that stronger, at least with few points. So which means now anything or any currency which is actually against the dollar is going to gain that momentum, and it seems like the market is about to do what? To do the same, as it's actually pushing to the upside. So I'm expecting a very nice uptrend here. So we had a very nice buy. Actually, I think it's only signal that we had yesterday, but the market is still struggling actually. So I'm expecting some consolidation there until we actually say maybe now the market can break this resistance before we think about. But yes, there is a chance that maybe the market might even continue pushing lower. There is so many chances, because there are actually economic calendars every day or every week. Remember, I think Powell is going to speak also today later on, so things might change. So let's go to the next one, which is actually gold. Gold actually, it's now pushing lower, quite opposite, because the other ones, they are getting stronger against the dollar, but the actually gold is going the opposite direction, but it's fine. I just want a proper structure. I don't think maybe we have a proper structure here. We try to have something like that. Yes, the market actually broke out of that. So now it means that we are waiting for a better structure that I can connect. Here, I don't really see anything. We had something like that. Even here, it seems like the market is trying to actually respect something there, but it's not really clear on my side. So I will just wait for the market to give me something. Then I can say maybe now we have a proper sell or let's say a downtrend or an uptrend. For now, I'll just wait. Actually, for this week, I'll just avoid gold. Then it can give me a proper structure. So let's push the next one, which is going to be US30. The market did not really move that much this week. You can see that, yes, we did have this downtrend for quite some time, and we don't really change much on our structures, because we follow the trend. So, and these trends can last actually very long. So that's why it's also a good thing actually to follow the trends. So since the market was playing around this resistance, we were just waiting. I thought maybe the market will push lower. We had a sell pending order. The market touched that and started to play around this area, but I'm still expecting maybe the market will reverse. If not, it means the market will try to break this area and start to push to the upside. I hope you understand that. So let's push to the next one, which is actually Nasdaq. Quite the same thing actually on Nasdaq, but Nasdaq on my structure actually broke out of that this resistance, but we also have a horizontal resistance. So we can't conclude and say the market is pushing to the upside. So the market has to break this resistance and start to push the upside. If not, it means we will see a reversal pushing lower, and that will be good. We will be continuing with our trend. But for now, you can see that the market has been actually consolidating around that area. We also had a trade here, a sell pending order. You can see that the market moved and pushed the upside. So we out, but there is a chance that the market can actually come back and respect this area and push the lowest side. So that is it for today. I hope this video is not very long for you. So yeah, you can still be part of the team. Join the team, guys. This special is going to end on this Sunday. So yeah, mostly requested stuff. I don't know how much is this. Let me check that in my South African rands. Let me check that. I think it's gonna be $16. Actually, 300 rands. So you can do the calculation there. I think it's quite affordable. So anyways, thank you very much. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. Bye.